Hey there, my Facebook fam. I have been absent all day because I've been on a mission to receive 200 followers by the end of the weekend, and so therefore I have my first live video for you guys today and my last. Check this out. I wrote on my new laptop, well, it's not new, but recycled laptop, The Vicious Cycle of Depression, etc. by Tranquility from Tranquil Therapy from Instagram, edited by Caitlin Love, life coach and promo pro. So what I'm going to do is read it to you guys today because I haven't downloaded Facebook on my laptop and figured out how to share this with you guys. So I'm going to begin. Thoughts. Negative thoughts about self, the world, and the future. Wearing gloomy specs. I have personally dealt with negative thoughts about myself on a regular basis. I believe we all do. We are our own worst critics, and we can tend to be harder on ourselves than we are on others. Usually, if we don't like something about another person, it's because we see in them a trait that we don't like about ourselves. Ain't that the truth? So let me go down a bit so I can continue. Behavior, isolation, avoidance, and withdrawal. This can be a problem for those of us going through a bout of depression. We tend to isolate because we don't want to face the world when we are in the frame of mind that we are in at that moment. We avoid phone calls, appointments with professional help, meetings in person with a friend or family member, and we have to put on a mask of quote-unquote feeling happy when we have to go to work under the state of depression. Physical, sleeping, eating too much or too little, fatigue, poor concentration, and tiredness. When we feel depressed, we feel tired almost all of the time. We don't want to go to the movies with our friends. We don't want to take any action at all when it comes to simple life matters. Taking care of even paying our bills is hard to do. Exercise is out of the question, and feeling well enough to care for our family members is not even an option, which is true. Hi, Bobby. Feelings, sadness, frustration, anger, anxiety, and irritability. When caught in the grips of depression, our feelings are one of the most important factors in the way we handle day-to-day activities and personal interactions with those closest to us. Sometimes, at least in my case, we lash out on the people that care for us the most. When I feel depressed, I get angry. It's hard for me to cry when I feel sad, so it comes out in anger and frustration. Note, 1 in 4 people will experience depression over their lifespan. That is a really large number of people. Depression is not an uncommon feeling or mood to be stuck in. Hopefully, none of you that are listening are feeling or going through that, but I totally understand what depression is about, hence the reason I edited a lot of this and put some of my personal comments in there. Causes: life events, biological factors, ill health, drugs, and alcohol. I have experienced all of the above. My past trauma causes flashbacks that make me feel terribly uncomfortable. I usually have anxiety, which leads to a panic attack, then total defeat. I am mentally unable to recover quickly. It may take me days, if not a week or so, to recover from these flashbacks, and that's serious. I also have many biological factors that contribute to my depressive episodes. I have been diagnosed bipolar at the age of 16 and diagnosed with PTSD at the age of about 31. I began to have flashbacks of sexual abuse that happened to me when I was very young and other traumatic incidents that have happened to me throughout my young adult life. My genetics also contribute to my depressive episodes. Bipolar depression runs in my family. My uncle committed suicide by blowing his head off with a shotgun at about 25 years old. I remember my family continuously telling me how my behavior as a young girl and young adult reminded them of my Uncle Stevie. He died in the 70s. Unfortunately, back then there were no medical diagnoses for such disorders as bipolar depression. If you acted out back then, you were thrown into a straitjacket and left into a tiny padded cell until you got over your episode. Truth. Let me go down. Don't worry, I'm learning this computer slowly but surely. Uh-oh. Something opened. Just close it so I can get back. Close that. Oh. Cancel. Go down. And, okay. Let's get back to it. Alright, drugs and alcohol played a giant factor in my depressive episodes. I used to have serious issues with overuse of street drugs and drinking alcohol. By the grace of God, those desires for drugs and alcohol have been lifted by my higher power, whom I choose to call God. Note, all of the above can be accompanied by feelings of guilt, shame, anxiety, anger. Remember, there is help available if you are experiencing any of the above conditions related to the feelings of depression. So, that is my first, well, I guess you could call it a blog. I tried finding a way to create my own website, which is very frustrating, and I wasn't able to do that. I really wanted to post it online and, promote my website, have something professional to represent what I am going to be doing as my future business. But, unfortunately, I couldn't figure it out today. And I'm not going to be wearing the smile I've been wearing all day because I have been promoting myself on Instagram excessively lately. It's a new thing, I guess. Social media is now our lifestyle. This is what we do. This is how we communicate.